Yeah, we have New England antique races and the Seashore Auto Races Club on hand with us as well. All the stars and cars of yesterday put on a show for us this evening. They'll be out later on this afternoon. If you get a chance throughout the evening, be sure to stop up next to Victory Lane up in turn number 4 and check out the New England Antique Racers Mobile Hall of Fame trailer down there. Check out all the inductees into the New England Racing Hall of Fame, including our own Anthony Vendetti, who was inducted this past winter into the Hall of Fame. Of course, the brainchild of the Seekonk Speedway. Speedway was built back in 1946 for open-wheel winged midget racing and is continued under the ARC banner every season. We're celebrating our 54th season here at this 1/3 mile oval. Before we begin, we'd like to thank a few of our supporters for helping us out one more time in 1999. Of course, we had New England Dodge dealers, and of course the beautiful 1999 Dodge Dakota RT pickup truck, Pace truck. Coors Beer on hand with us one more time this season. And speaking of Coors, next Saturday night, Coors Beer, Bob Zidane and the guys down at the distributorship are presenting the Twin 50 Pro Stock feature events next Saturday night. We'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a little while. Big thanks going out to Pepsi Cola on hand with us, proud to be pouring here at the Seekonk Speedway in 1999. Of course, Torch Bar and Grill, where you can catch all the action each and every Tuesday night on the big screen and meet all the feature winners that come on down to enjoy the tapes, grab a bite to eat, and have a drink and relax. While you have a chance to walk around the Speedway, we'll give you a little bit tour if you've never been here before. Down here on the main straightaway underneath the main tower is the Seekonk Speedway souvenir booth located on the turn 1 side. Pick up yourself a Seekonk Speedway t-shirt, hat, bumper sticker. They also have Christmas ornaments, children's clothing, and much, much more down there at the Seekonk Speedway souvenir booth. Again, that's on the turn 1 side of the Speedway. And while you're down there, be sure to pick up a Seekonk Speedway Souvenir Racing magazine. Gives you the update of all the points in all 5 of our divisions. Also gives you the results of last Saturday night's feature events. And upcoming events. There's an autograph page in there as well. This week they've also got a crossword puzzle, and you can read about some of our drivers here that compete on a weekly basis, including Mike Brightman, who drives the number 27 Seekonk Sports Truck, Ron St. Pierre, who drives the number 36 Sportsman car, street stock driver Mark Langlois behind the number 12 Chevrolet, Ryan Van looking for Rookie of the Year honors in the Formula 4s in the number 7, Rookie vehicle immediately. While the first event is rolling out onto the Speedway, the first Formula 4 heat. Collision number 65, it's Bob Brodeur. He runs back on the inside out of Chicago, traveling with Steve Dudet. Number 20, Derek Robertson, outside of Robertson, out of Mass. In the spring, number 9, it's Mike Rebello, outside of Rebello, out of Cranston, Rhode Island. And at Perry Motorsports, number 35, it's Dan Perry. Starting 9th on the field out of Woonsocket, Rhode Island, the G-Lopes Construction, K&D Collectibles, number 1, for Manny Dias, outside of Dias, out of Chipton, Rhode Island. The Action Cycles, Bob's Auto Sales, number 21, and starting on the inside of the 6th and final row, the Consumer Auto Supply, and the Bay Fishing Vessel, number 88, for Bill Frisco. Cottonwood, Rhode Island's number 37 for Mike Brodeur, and Stacy Dias rounds out the field. Looking to go green this time by 8 laps will be the distance for the Formula 4 division. Down into 3 and 4 slow right where they hit the stripe. Archie Stott already Morton's got the green flag in his hand and we're on the flag. Patello gets a little bit sideways for 1 and 2, but not enough to slow him down. He takes over the lead down back there. Here comes Hayes in number 10. Liquid Lee Hayes, the yellow is down on the outside. We've got Luke Caswell. Straightaway on the turn 1 side. Looks like we're ready to roll one more time. Brightman and Vitello will bring him down off the 4th corner. We'll see if we can get this one in this time. Off the 4th corner they come. Green flag is up. We're up to go one more time. Well, this time Brodeur, the number 65, is able to get a run underneath Brightman, but that's not good enough as Vitello sets the pace. Here comes Hayes on the inside. He works his way up into 2nd. Green light action up to on in with us again in 1999. A great big thanks going out to them. A couple of minutes ago, we told you all about Converse Photo Supply and what they have to offer. Well, tonight, Erin McComber, one of the proud members of the Converse Photo Supply team, is celebrating her birthday down there tonight. If you stop by and wish Erin a happy birthday, well, she's got some 3.5 by 5 photos of last week's Pro Stock incident available for you, and she'll just, well, thank you and hand it to you and send you on your way. But be sure to check out, because Jeff and Bill Goodrow, the Goodrow brothers, looking for Rookie of the Year honors in the Pro Stocks, will both be down throughout the evening signing autographs down in the Converse Photo Supply booth. Of course, Converse Photo, proud sponsors on the 31 and the 32 Pro Stocks here at the Seekonk Speedway. Hudson up on the stand with him. Off the fourth corner they come. Fitzgerald and Vincent bring him down for the green, and we're underway. That flies off of the 7 of the net before they even hit the corner. That's quickly going to bring out a caution. Somebody forgot to put the hood pins on that number 7, and his brother Mike Vanessa, the number 3, having some problems there as well. She looks like a piece of lead or something has come out of one of the cars down on the back straightaway just on Fitzgerald and Brian Vincent side by side as they inch toward the gas line. Chief starter Eddie Moore up top of the flag stand, takes a look at him, lets him go. Green is out. Fitzgerald bogs on the start. Camera goes to the bottom, and here comes Brian Vincent on the outside. Out in front, the Mustang for Lance Camber, the Camber Motorsports number 42. Here comes feature winner. In front runner, the Home Depot number 0, Ronnie Casto. Casto now up to the second spot. Looks for the low side of Camber as they head down to run 2. The Cal Fair tire number 42 pushes out, and that leaves the door open for Ronnie Casto. Casto down the back straightaway has the lead, and off a turn number 4, it's Ronnie Casto. He's started to put some distance to himself and Lance Camber. The 8 for Brian Vincent sits in the 3rd spot, and here comes Lenny Guy in the 70. He's now running up to the 4th spot. Steve Belly brings the number 60 to the pit area. That car off the pace as well. Early third man, the number 03 for Scott Fitzgerald. That car's falling back to the 5th spot. Mike Chatterley. And now trying to put some pressure on that car. Halfway this time by for Ron Casto of the CNC rigging. Alpha Page, Home Depot number 0. This is the team car to Mike Renault. And as of right now, Casto sits second in the points just ahead of Mike Berta. And just behind Billy Prisco, he has about a straightaway lead now over Lance Camber. Camber now starting to get a little bit of pressure for Brian Vincent in the Coventry drive shaft number 8. Vincent gets a wrap to the back bumper from Lenny Guy.
Guy tucked back in, 2 to go. This time by for the orange and white number 0. Everybody else is pretty much strung out, except for the 85 of Michael Vaines and the 29 for Dane Saratelli. Saratelli still trying to get by for that final spot. White flag is out, this time by Castell gets under the ivories. Here comes the 42 for Lance Campbell, the 8 for Brian Vincent and Lenny Guy, all in that order. Everybody is strung out. The final 4 cars are doing battle, but as they head back to the checkered flags, it'll be the CNC Riggy Home Depot Alpha page number 0 for Ronnie Castell. They'll finish in the same order they ran almost the whole race. Lance Campbell, Brian Vincent, Lenny Guy. And back to the lines, Mike Chatterley, Scott Fitzgerald, Dane Saratelli, and Michael Vaines. It's in the number 58, it's Louis Ramiza, and alongside the 28 of Billy Beardwood. Robbie Kohler brings the number 4, 7th on the field, and alongside Street Time feature winner in the Street Stock Division, it's Pete Rhoda. Chris Rio brings the number 14, 9 down the field, and first time here this year, driving car number 29, it's Ray Gardner. There you have it, the first lineup for the Street Stock Division. Kevin Folan, Rob Mohan. Green is out, and Kevin Folan gets the jump of the Infination Machine, number 17, as they head into 1 and 2. Langlois works his way in a second underneath Mohan. Mohan gets caught up on the outside in the black number 26. That allows the 28 of Beardwood to get underneath, and here comes Rhoda to the inside. 3-time feature winner Pete Rhoda had a good one last week again. Disqualified after some rough riding incidents later on in the feature, but he now has the ABC 4 covering number 3, running in the 3rd spot. All the 12 of Mark Langlois got a little bit crossed up off the 4th corner as the back end came out from underneath him. As he tried to make a wild move to the inside, that's going to cost him a qualifying position and a position in this heat. The number 14 of Chris Rio also having some problems. He's got a flat right front tire. Out in front and putting about 4 car lengths down with the rest of the field. And even more, it's Kevin Folan. He has that Monte Carlo running. Beardwood sits in 2nd, Pete Rhoda 3rd, and here comes the 4 for Robbie Kohler. Caution flag is out, and it was forced out by Chris Rio. Rio took a hard hit from the 12 of Langlois. It caved in the fender on the right front. He has it flat the field in tow. Pete Rhoda and Robbie Kohler. In a field made up of entirely just about all Camaros, there are only 2 full-body cars, and that is Kevin Folan and the 26 for Rob Mohan. Starter anymore, looks the field over, gives him the green. Folan tries to get the jump. Here comes Beardwood up on the outside with WSA Trusty number 28 as they head into 1 and 2. Rhoda now looks to the bottom side of Folan, down the back straightaway. He tucks it back in. Beardwood still hung up on the outside groove, but he can't get a bite on Kevin Folan. Folan pushes up a lane as they head down the front straightaway. That leaves the door open. And the Manchester race, he had his number 3 of Pete Rhoda. Rhoda now takes over the lead. A little bit of contact. Folan now slides back to the 3rd spot as Pete Rhoda brought Robbie Kohler through with him. This time by the halfway mark is out. Streeter Peter Rhoda, the bottom wood product number 3 out in front. Now starting to get some pressure from the number 4 Kohler. Kohler now looks to the bottom side. He has the bottom side groove. Rhoda tries to fight back on the outside, but the 3 of the 4 side by side. And it's VTDM number 4 for Robbie Kohler. Kohler now has the spot. That brings Billy Beardwood through with him. And Pete Rhoda starts to slide back. Kevin Folan now trying to stick to the back bumper of Billy Beardwood as he hangs Pete Rhoda to the outside groove. Rhoda trying to force his way to the bottom side. Folan's already there. He doesn't want to let it go. A little bit of a push. The ABC 4 covering number 3 as they head back to the line. Robbie Kohler's going to pick up the 2 to go mark this time on. And the Escort Limousine number 4 out in front. Kohler has had some bad luck this year, but now has the monkey off his back as he looks to pick up a heat weight here tonight. Pretty bad push with the 58 of Lou Ramiza. The white flag is out. 1 more lap. Kohler, Billy Beardwood, Kevin Folan, Pete Rhoda. The Cisco's Performance 37 for Jody Cirillo. Ray Gardner. Back to the line. It's going to be the number 4 for Robbie Kohler. Kohler picks up the win. Billy Beardwood 2nd. Early leader Kevin Folan. Pete Rhoda, Jody Cirillo, Ray Gardner, Rob Mohan in that order. So there you have it, street stock heat number 1.
And a good run there by Ray Gardner, first time back in '99, and having a good run qualifying, finishing 6th in the heat event in the final transfer spot going into the feature. Round number 2 on the Speedway now, and out of Somerville, Mass, is your pole sitter, the Ross Food Service. Jim's Auto Sales number 23, it's Brian Connors. Outside of Connors, out of Fall River, Mass, the Rio Motorsports number 18 for Kevin Rio. Starting 3rd out of Cranston, Rhode Island, in the Red Wing shoes, Metco Tools number 1 and 16. Starting 7th on the field, the Mastria Buick Pontiac GMC. Skip around limousine number 22 for Paul Mealy. Outside of Mealy in the TL Holland Real Estate WS Shepherd Company number 21, it's Bobby Betancourt Jr. Starting next on the field out of Berkeley, Mass, the Betancourt Motorsports number 24 for Robbie Rose. Outside of Rose, the number 9 of Steve Randall, and the 8 machine of Jeremy Lilly rounding out the field.
We go in and take a look at that car. Street stock fuel laps. The fuel will burn off and the tank will loosen itself and Lily will be okay. Brian Connors, Kevin Rio on the pole, starter anymore, lets him go. Connors gets the jump with the 23. Here comes Rio up on the outside with the Confident number 18. Furtado in the blue and white number 5 tries to thread the needle off the second corner as he gets a nose underneath Rio. While he does that, Rotundo in the red and white number 1 works his way to the lead off at turn number 4. Louis Rotundo back at the Kenny Regal number 1 after having a tough break last week, a hard shot. The car was pretty well bent. The car now running out in front, but he's getting some heavy pressure from Tommy Furtado. Well, Jeremy Lilly gets the black flag, and that's going to bring out a caution. He spewed a lot of fluid from the right rear of that vehicle. But it wasn't. So Chuck Tanner and the Super Crew heading on down. They're going to pick up the cap. Cap goes in the back of the truck. Quickly, the truck will head on up event, and after everything that's happened to them in the last week, you know they're thrashing to get that car completed. So now it's Rotundo and Brian Connors trying to go bring it down. Lou Rotundo alongside Brian Connors at the Boston Push Cart number 23. Green is out. Rotundo got the jump and left Connors sitting there. That brought Tommy Furtado with him. Well, following Furtado is the bright number 16 of Stacy Moulton. While they battle nose to tail, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Run 3 wide down the back straightaway, and guess who's on the car on the 3rd groove? That's the 21 of Bobby Betancourt Jr. 3 wide, Bobby Betancourt Jr. He shows them why. He's the street stock track champion. 3 wide as he tries to go around Connors. Connors with a problem with the car on the back line. Most drivers would just get dragged to the back as they wouldn't go out there, but Betancourt goes around them 3 wide. All the back end coming out from the rear of that number 21. Black flag out. Looks like it might be for the 6 of Rich Cavallaro, the orange number 6, who currently sits 4th on the field. Rotundo continues to set the pace. Furtado is 2nd. Moulton takes a look to the outside. The truck brought it down, and the 16 looks like it has a problem. There's some fluids coming off the rear quarter panel of that car. It's a tough break for Stacy Moulton of the Cat Country Camaro. He gets 3 laps to adhere to the black flag, and this time now the black flag is being used for the halfway mark. Although they won't be showing the flag for the 16 this time. He sees it, he pulls up high, and the black flag going out for the 18 of Rio, as well as he's showing a lot of smoke from underneath that number 18. While all this was going on, Tommy Furtado put the Modest Racing engines number 5 to the bottom side of Lou Rotundo, and he took over the lead. Rotundo sitting back in the 2nd spot, the 6th of Rich Cavallaro sitting in the 3rd spot. Point leader right now, Bobby Rose, Bobby Betancourt, and Paul Bailey. Top 6 cars run nose to tail off at turn number 4. The 5 of Furtado trying to avenge his last lap incident from last Saturday night. Looked to be on his way to his first ever street stock feature event. And on the final lap had some problems with Pete Rota, and which cost him the victory, looking to show that he deserves that victory here tonight. Tommy Furtado started in the mini stock division, ran a few of the spectator drags in the beginning, now set himself up in the street stock division and has had great runs up until the last few weeks. He's been knocking on the back door, he picks up the white flag, and tonight might be the night for his first feature win.
Down off the turn number 2 for the final time. Furtado leads him down. He's got a 3-car length cushion over Lou Rotundo. Rotundo has the same length over the 6 of Cavallaro. Fourth is about between the 24 of Rose. He's going to edge out the 21 of Betancourt for 4th, with the 22 of Paul Mealy finishing 6th and getting that final transfer spot. So there you have it. Street stock heat won by Tommy Furtado, and as we said, this may be for the street stocks roll out onto the Speedway. 12 cars will take the green flag, and on the pole out of Seekonk, Mass, and the Spankies Racing Collectibles, Special Olympics Rhode Island car number 83, it's Eric Snow. Outside of Snow out of Hull, Massachusetts, in the South Shore Marine Oasis Restaurant number 57, it's John Claspy. 2 rows back on the inside, the Phoenix Fire Alarm and Communications, Dodsworth Automotive number 65, out of West Warwick, Rhode Island, it's Eddie Moniz. Outside of Eddie Moniz, out of Pawtucket, Rhode Island, in the Belmont Motorsports number 47, it's John Belmont. 5th on the field out of Edgartown, Mass, the 49 of Ted Bernard starts there. Outside of Bernard, out of Lakeville, Mass, in the Ashley Motorsports number 67, it's Nancy Sherman. The 3rd of the Rio brothers will start 7th on the field out of Fall River, Mass, in the number 2, that's Doug Rio. Outside of Doug, out of Oak Bluffs, Massachusetts, in the Marianne Turkington Upholstery number 72, it's Al Clemens. Your points leader, Jim Sylvia, looks like he's got that transmission all buttoned up. He drives the Ferrera plastering, All-American Meat and Seafood number 116, it's Jim Sylvia. Outside of Sylvia, in the number 99, it's Al Clemens III. Gregory Jacobs starts next on the field out of Vineyard Haven, Massachusetts, in the 09, and starting scratch on the field in the number 7 machine, Ray Negley out of West Warwick.
Pit area, but at that time, the rookie was having a great run. It looked like he may have his top 5, or maybe even a top 10 for the first time this season.
Another driver who had a great run last week, the 99 of Al Clemens IV. First time ever behind the wheel, and finished 7th on the field. Green flag is out, and Eric Snow gets the jump over Claspy. Claspy wants to run that outside groove, and that opens up the inside for Eddie Moniz in the number 65.
Johnny Claspy, the rookie in the field, he's going to get a lesson now. Johnny Belmont sticks the nose in number 47 to the bottom side of the racetrack. He just touched him in the wheel, and that left the door open. Everybody ran up on the back bumper of the 65.
Moniz drifts up just a little bit. Nancy Sherman took a look to the inside, couldn't get it done. Look at Al Clemens, the 3rd, work the 2nd group, make that 3rd as Doug Rio climbs the back of Nancy Sherman, puts Nancy Sherman around, and he's able to continue on. Sherman rolls that 67 into the infield. That's going to bring out a caution.
He's going to try it again. Stowed on the bottom side, on the gas, the green is out, Snow gets the jump, here comes Claspy. Once again, Johnny Belmont sticks the nose at a 47, he tucks in behind Claspy. The outside groove is open now to the 65 of Eddie Moniz, of white and purple number 65. But cannot get the momentum he needs. Al Clemens, the 3rd in the white 72, works the inside, takes over position number 4, and here comes the 99 of Al Clemens, the 4th, as Eddie Moniz pulls up lame on the front straightaway. Tough break for Moniz. He was one of the drivers involved with the Rotundo accident last week. He now brings the 65 toward the pit area. Out in front, it's Eric Snow, the number 83, the Spankies Racing Collectibles number 83. He has about 2 car lengths over Johnny Claspy. Belmont gets a nose underneath Claspy off of turn number 2. He gets up to the door, almost up to the wheel. That means he's got the inside racing groove. He pulls up even with him off of turn number 4. Claspy gets a little bit sideways. Belmont takes over 2nd. Claspy tries to hold on to 3rd, but Clemens is right there. Al Clemens, one of the real gentleman drivers. He will not bag you if he doesn't have to. He gave Johnny Claspy plenty of room. But what did that do? That allowed his son to run up on the back bumper of the number 72.
Well, it looks like the son is trying to show the father how to get around the 1/3 mile oval, but not for long. He throws a lot of fluid on the track.
Radiator.
And it looks like it might be the radiator, but that's going to bring out a caution for the 99 of Al Clemens, the 4th, who's had
the 2nd starting spot. Now sitting at 3rd with the South Shore Marine number 57. Green is out. Eric Snow gets the jump over Claspy. Claspy now goes to the bottom side of Belmont. A little bit of wrap to the back of Eric Snow's bumper, but the rookie tucks it back in. The top 3 string out. Quite a bit out of the number 49. Now gets passed up by Al Clemens. Clemens up on the outside groove with the number 72. Claspy is running in the 2nd spot, but the rookie's still working the bugs out. You see a pretty good push coming out with that car. That means from the center section of the turn out, the car has the wheels turned right over, and he has a push. The nose wants to head towards the wall. The The rookie does look pretty strong. Well out in front right now by about 2 car lengths is the number 83 of Eric Stowe with the Spacky's Racing Flexible Dining Restaurant Camaro. That car is kept right across the street of McKenna Performance. And that is probably one of the more prolific racing families around here with Wayne Darling, his uncle, and his grandfather, Freddie Darling. Johnny Claspy now gets passed up down the backstretch. The push proved fatal as here comes Clements to the outside and the 47 of Belmont to the inside. That's going to push the 57 and Claspy back to the 4th spot. Ray Negley now with the 7 looks to the bottom side of Claspy as well. And he puts the number 7 into the 4th spot. And here comes Nancy Sherman. Checker flag is out. This time by as they head back. Eric Stowe picks up the win. Al Clements in for second. Johnny Belmont, Ray Negley, Johnny Claspy, the 67 of Sherman, and Teddy Bernard. Sport trucks here at the Seekonk Speedway. 4 cylinders, race trucks. And alongside, the only Toyota so far in the field, out of North Dartmouth, Massachusetts, it's Mike Butts. Tracy Oled brings the rainbow number 87, third on the field, and alongside another driver who looked like he may have had his first feature win last week. Driving truck number 14, it's Jay Macedonio. The number, starting at the 5th spot, the number 2 feature winner this year on a walk around is Tom Kiefer. And alongside of the Anytime Plumbing, Archie Sherman on number 17, it's Joe LeMay. Birthday boy last week in the Chicken Power, Ella J. Auto number 48, it's David DeSilva. And alongside second generation driver, the number 21, it's Brian Clark. Multi-time champion in just about any division you can think of. Out of Westport, Massachusetts, the number 18, it's Johnny Tripp. And champion here in the truck division, out of Swansea, Mass, at number 24, it's Ray Solier. The final row was brought up by Mark DeJesus in the 12P for Pat Marino. By David Banville. Banville was a standout here in the mini stock division, as well as at the Riverside Park with that car. Banville parked the car, put it in the barn out behind the garage, and decided he... The number 5, unable to start the race so far, that was the 5, Rich Turpin. You can see the hood up on the truck up on the hill. So tough break for the gold number 5, Turpin. Starter anymore, looks the field over and gives him the green. Butts gets the jump over the 87 of Tracy Oled. Tommy Kiefer can't get the truck into gear, and the field has to shuffle out around him. So Kiefer off the pace with the expressive rider number 2. He's still rolling on the back straightaway. Busts out in front, and Tracy Oled is second. Sophomore driver, the number 14, Jay Macedonio, the Can't Dig Get Excavated number 14. He runs in the 3rd spot. It looks like Kiefer should be able to get the deuce to the pit area. He takes a hard right turn and he will get it in. Keep your eyes deep in the field. That's the 24 for Ray Solier. Here comes Johnny Tripp. Solier gone away from the rainbow colors this year. He has gone with the pink and blue and white number 24. He is still considered the wizard. He can make just about any situation work and just about any vehicle work. If you look over Ray Solier's right shoulder, you'll see the onboard camera that is linked up to the videographer Frank and Helen's video. And if you pick up the video, the complete show, you can get that tape and see what it's like to drive on board for Ray Solier. What Solier sees in front of him right now, he sees nothing. But the 14 of Macedonia, the 63 of Butts, and Tracy Oled as they run under the blanket. Now Oled looks to the bottom side of the 63 for Mike Butts. Butts going to slam the door as they head on in. A little bit of a push as they walk the truck out, and that leaves the door open. Here comes Oled. Tracy Oled out of Onset, Mass, and the Ziggy's Auto Specialties. CNN excavating number 15. Around goes the 14 for Macedonia. Looks like he has hooked bumpers with the 17 of Joe LeMay. And there's some fluid down on the racetrack. Joe LeMay may have lost a radiator. Ten lap. They've got a 20 lap and a up to 70 lap practice session trying to get situated behind the wheel of a Pro Stock. Some people want a little more experience. Some people just want to get the thrill. So Mike Butts with the Toyota now back up front. They went back to the last completed green flag lap, and that put the Toyota up front. Green is out, and Butts gets the jump over Olet. Tracy Olet going to have to try to get that lap, that position back that he had just fought his way to get back, but it's not going to be easy. Here comes Ray Solio, Johnny Tripp as they got the drop kick, the 87 to the back. The 18 of Tripp makes it 3 wide. Briefly as they headed into turn number 3 as he got a run on the inside in that black and blue number 18. Solio gets caught up on the outside. He drops back to 3rd. Clark is 4th with Olet rounding out the top 5. Here come the veterans. Ray Solio, Johnny Tripp. He makes it look so easy down the bottom side of the racetrack. He now takes the position away from Mike Butts, and your new leader in the heat. In the MBS Trophy number 18 is Johnny Tripp. Tripp sets the pace off at turn number 2. Brian Clark in the black and yellow number 21 follows through on the inside, and the 21 number Ford. The 24 Sulia follows through on the inside. Here comes DeJesus. DeJesus gets loose off the front. Spins that truck into the infield. The blue and red number 26 stalls. Well, DeJesus did just fire up the number 26, but unfortunately the caution had just come out, so he'll spin the truck around and jog the rear of the field. One driver that we said did not get back out here, did not come out here in the first place, was Rich Turpin. You see the number 5 up behind the American flag up in the third turn area. Turpin had the hood up on the truck. Bottom side. Down into 1 and 2. Clark takes over that second position. Butts gets caught up on the outside. He drops back to 3rd. Olet trying to work his way down low as the 48 of De Silva goes around off for turn number 2. Rolls that truck down into the infield, and now he gets a guard, and we're going to stay on the green. The 12 of McHugh slow into 3 and 4. White flag is out. This time by as the field now bears down on Dave De Silva. Johnny Tripp going to come back, pick up the white flag. He's got pressure now as the 21 begins to reel in the back over. That's Brian Clark. But a little bit loose off the second corner as he sits about 2 truck lengths back of Tripp. He's got a comfortable lead over 3rd of Mike Butts. Mike Butts now trying to hold off Ray Solia. Back to the line. It's going to be Johnny Tripp, Brian Clark, Mike Butts, Ray Solia, the 87 of Olet. The Wheeler Motorsports number 99 goes off 7th on the field. He hails from Rehoboth, Mass, in the number 99. Outside of him, out of Seekonk, Mass, the number 1 machine of Billy Clark. Robin Sloan drives the yellow number 4. She hails from the hometown of Seekonk. She'll start 11th on the field, 9th on the field, outside of Sloan, out of Somerset, Mass. Here's the number 28 of Kevin Casper. Your defending truck champion, the Bug Stevens Freetown Auto B&L Repair number 13, Bill Flynn rolls off 11th with Bernie McDermott in the number 84, 12th, and rounding out the field in the Sapiros Napa number 73 out of Swansea, Mass. It's Steve Gustafson. Well, Alan Leach looked like he was going to pick up the win last week as he led almost the entire race until the final few circuits. Finished himself up in his first top 10. He gets the jump over Macedonia as the green comes out. Equalize at a 64 for George Rigo. Dawn Ferrero did not come up to speed as she already has lost several positions and continues to slide back on the inside. Trucks are going by left and right, and here comes Lynn to the outside trying to move up one more spot. Brightman and Rigo bounce off of each other down the front straightaway. It's the 64 now. Looks to the bottom side of the 27. George Rigo, the only multi-time feature winner in the truck division right now as he has the DB bar number 64 on the move. Alan Leach leads him off at turn number 4. Comfortable 2-truck length lead over Nick Macedonia with the number 92. Macedonia has no room between he and the 65. As I say that, he opens up a truck length lead over the 65 of McCrowan. As you see, Rigo and the 27 of Brightman both fighting good, but it did because it left the door wide open. Around went Billy Clark, Kevin Casper, and now the 13 for Billy Flynn, and now Robin Stoll makes the move down to the bottom side of both those drivers. So the 2 drivers may have bounced off with each other just a little too much and been the front end. Black flag out for Steve Gustafson as he came across the start-finish line for leaking some fluid out of the back of that Napa's Auto Parts number 73. Tough break. The Bobby Carino motor may have some leak in it, so they're going to have to see if they can fix that. Halfway down, this time by for Alan Leach. And it looks like some fluid leaking out of the right there with the number 43 of Leach as well as he continues to set the pace. Down into 1 and 3 and 4 he goes. Macedonia still sits second. Now Billy Clark in the maroon
forward and right, number 1 sits third, looking to the outside of Macedonia.
The two fastest trucks on the racetrack right now, maybe Billy Clark and the 28 for Casper. Clark had come from deep in the field and now runs up to the third spot. He gives a wrap to the back bumper and now looks to the bottom side of Macedonia.
The 94, Dawn Ferrero got the black flag that time. She'll get it one more time. She is also leaking some fluid. It looks like the heat is taking its toll on some radiators. This time by, Leach will have 2 more circuits around as he's dominating this heat event. Black flag outfield leader, who's also leaking some fluid.
As the heat does start to play its toll, or what have you, the leader Alan Leach this time by, the white flag is out. And the black flag is also out for Alan Leach, so tough break. He does not know, do you want to pull out and lose the heat, and you want to finish?
Well, he's got 3 laps to adhere to the black flag. There are only 2 laps remaining, so that should not make a difference in the official finishing order. Checkered flag is out, and Leach will hold on for the win. Second will be Billy Clark in the number 1. Third will be the 13 of Billy Flynn, who just edges out Pat McCrowan, and Robin Sloan will round out the top 5. Well, the black flag came out for Leach with 3 laps remaining. You have 3 laps to adhere to the black flag. So he was able to finish the heat event and take down the win.
And the Dick Tracy on number 0, it's Mike Tracy. So there you have it, the first sportsman heat rolling out on the field. Some drivers have had nothing but bad luck over the last couple of weeks. Mike Tracy, one of them, the 38 of Keith Morrow, another one, as well as the 9 of Paul Vaness. We'll have to see how these drivers fare
as we get ready for a green flag this time by.
Morrow, former street stock standout Paul Vaness, feature winner already in the Western Division, not this year. Lead us out, Morrow gets the jump, and here comes Vaness.
Down into 1 and 2 they go. The Fox Communication number 38 of Keith Morrow leads him off the corner. But look at Bamford in the yellow and black number 88. Work the inside. Looks to take the lead off of turn number 4.
Kenny Bamford, the side man, had a great run last week. No towards the end of the race, but now pushes up. That leaves the door open for Fernandez. It's 3 wide down the back straightaway.
Fernandez working for the lead on the inside. Bamford gets loose and around off the 4th corner. Everybody spins the right up. No contact is made. That will bring out.
He's in the 38, then fell back. Flat-footed the car and shot the car to the infield. It did not collect anybody else. It's Scott Estrella as well as the 81 for James Lawrence.
Lead is out.
Oh, good to jump. He's angry, but this trying to put the inside and tucks it back in. 2 by 2 down the back straightaway, but here comes Peter Fernandez. Fernandez already a future win this year. The G-Roach Construction number 26. They make contact as they head down the front straightaway. Oh, cross the left side, but he's going to have to settle back for a second. Nope, he drives back down the inside, but Fernandez says not this time. He legs it out down the back straightaway. And new leader this time by is going to be Peter Fernandez. Class number 70. That's Glenn Lawton, the Westport native, now runs up to the outside of Vaness. That's the 3rd spot. Here comes Scotty Estrella. Estrella, last week, going to put qualification on the Helen. Moving traction with the number 45. He now sits in the next spot. 1 car off the page, number 88 for Bamford. Maybe something broke in the car after making contact early on. Bamford's going to make the number 88 good area. So, Peter Fernandez well out in front as they head back. The halfway mark is out. Fernandez keeps Morrow. Morrow with a push. That leaves the bottom side open. And here comes Glenn Lawton. To the bottom side of the racetrack. Vaness slides it in, but he can't hold off Estrella. Estrella flying once again this week. He bounces into the 4th spot. Vaness settles back to the 5th. Well out in front. Lawrence is going, but Construction number 26 for Peter Fernandez. Fernandez started up in the street stock division here after winning the 3rd of the points last year. Off the Bobby LeClaire, number 42. And now in what he's doing this season already, now looks to pick up a heat win here tonight. Fernandez has about 3 car lengths, maybe 4 over closing Glenn Lawton. About 3 car lengths back to number 38. Morrow. Now Scott Estrella on the inside auto up there, number 45. He needs to put some pressure on Morrow. Estrella looks to the bottom side of the Pontiac, down to that straightaway. 2 to go this time by Fernandez, flashing over the possible 6. This time is over that corner, here's Rob Lawton. Down the back straightaway. Estrella now gets around and pitches off the 38 of Morrow. The battle now sits back. That's for the fifth spot. White flag is down. Time on the fifth spot. Estrella, pretty good push. As Morrow looks to the bottom side, down the back straightaway. The battle is for fifth, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Check is allowed. Fernandez being caught in back side. He's Paul Vaness, the 70 of D. Gaspari. The 3 for Kenny Spencer, James Lawrence, and the 0 for Mike Tracy. Getting ready to roll with round number 2 for the Sportsmen. Off in turn number 4. Chief starter Eddie Moore looks him down. Green flag is out. They roll across the finish line. Dead even as they head into 1. Rod St. Pierre, one of the young drivers that has started up the division. He has been fighting that car the last few weeks, but here comes the Rocket, Ronnie Laurel. Last week's feature winner contact is made. Titus punts Laurel around. Souza goes to the infield, that draws out the 2. Dave Titus. Titus, a former street stock standout here. One car coming back out, that's Dean Petty. Not very pretty, but effective, I guess. Lead us out, and Inderbar Harris, number 36, just not get up to speed. The 96 of Clark takes the lead off of turn 2. The 25 of Cruiser is second. Double wide down the back straightaway for the third position. You've got the Fireball Glenn Young in the black and red number 99. And you've got Corey Bridgell and Pinkett left in the 21 battling for third. Tough break for the number 36 of St. Pierre. Looks like he may have missed the shift. The car extremely loose. As Ronnie Laurel with the number 65, he's going to try to get around him now. Here comes Corey Bridgell. Box Clark continues to set the pace. The top 5 cars are nose to tail off at turn number 2. You've got Bob Clark in the 96, Brian Souza in the 25, Glenn Young in the 99, Ed Gann in the 3rd and the 8, and the 21 of Cruiser Joe Rookie in the back. That goes Gannon as they came off the 4. Bobby Clark, as we said, the quieter driver in the pit area. Real nice driver. This doesn't bother anybody. Comes and goes, and nobody even knows he was there. But now he sits out in front and runs about a groove and a half, and that makes it hard for Souza to get by. Souza taking a look to the inside, had a smidge of a chance there, but couldn't complete the task as he has to settle in behind. Ed Gannon in the 3rd and the orange, the green and blue number 8 works that outside groove, trying to get around Glenn Young. Well, Brian Souza better make a decision pretty quick because he has the Fireball breathing down his neck. Here comes Eddie Gannon and Corey Bridgell, all 3 drivers looking to get them to the front. So better themselves as far as starting positions go. All 3 drivers continue to bear down on the back of Brian Souza. 6 down, 6 to go for the Sportsman cars as they and the leaders head down the back straightaway. Ron Laurel slowly but surely catching your top 5 as he now sits on the back bumper of Corey Bridgell, number 21. Derek Anderson once again has the number 65 flying this week. That is a Rick Martinville race car, and let me tell you, Ronnie Laurel at this time may be the fastest car on the field. Off of turn 4 now, Souza gets a good look to the inside of Clark. Clark is a little bit squirrely off of turn number 4. Souza gets underneath, but Clark is able to, well, almost shut the door, couldn't complete it, and now Souza gets underneath. That's the battle for the lead coming off of turn number 4. John McHenry's number 25 flying down the bottom side, and he goes up to the outside. That's going to shove Clark out, and one car heading to the pit area. It looks like it's too much to handle. That's the 36 for Rod St. Pierre. Off of turn 4, the leaders come with 2 more circuits around. Brian Souza now leads him down. Second is the 99 of Glenn Young. Third, Corey Bridgell trying to work his way to the inside of Clark, and Clark gets caught up on the outside. That car a little bit looser off the corners. Brian Souza, the only multi-feature winner here this year in the Sportsman Division. Glenn Young picked up a win a few weeks back. Bridgell has been fast every week, but just has not been able to get that one to lose his win. Contact as they head down. Souza and Glenn Young, they make contact again. And once again, they bounce off of each other. Laurel gets collected, Gannon gets collected. Souza wins the race. Clark is second, third is Glenn Young. The one driver who got caught up was started when Corey got underneath the 99, took over second. Then the 99 of Glenn Young got back underneath Corey. Corey couldn't hold on as they made contact off of 2. For 8, it's Rob Murray. Last Saturday night's feature winner out of Westport, Mass. Driving the Martin Motorsports number 14, it's Radical Fred Estelle. Outside of Estelle, out of Warwick, Rhode Island. In the Seekonk Manchester Racing Engine number 99, it's Wayne Dion. And rounding out the field, in the Meadows Recycling Cars for Kids number 12, out of Cranston, Rhode Island, it's Bobby Pellin Jr. Well, the field will be given one more. Starter Eddie Moore looks him over, Charlie St. Hilaire, telling him, this is the line, this is where you get on it. Tom Scully in the 11 of Vinny Arumo. Going to have to come from the rear this time. The 12 of Bobby Perrin running a very limited schedule this year. Perrin had a good hand. He has one feature this year, as well as Vinny Arumo in the 11.
How close is the competition in the Pro Stocks in 1999? Well, we have not yet seen a repeat winner in feature racing action. We'll see if that event can continue tonight as the green flag unfolds, and they're dead even as they head into turn number 1.
Tommy Scully at the 11 of Vinny Arumo. Scully slips up and Arumo goes around him, and here comes the first part of the super team.
And Arumo leads him off at turn number 4. Across the far finish line, Scully holding on for second. The 96 of Dave Hutchins right there on the back bumper with the 81 of Bobby Tripp and the 27 of Danny Gamache rounding out the top 5. The 08 of Rob Murray still looking to have a good run. The car has been nothing but problems.
And the GP Motorsports number 08. Keep your eyes on Neon Wayne Dion as he now runs to the outside of the 3. He's already won a feature this year, as well as the final 3 cars in the field, Houlihan and Freddie Estelle.
Well, Dion works the outside of Goodrow off the second corner as they battle side by side for the 7th position. Up front, Bobby Tripp has got his way around the outside. He's gotten by the 96 of Dave Hutchins, looks around the outside of the 2 machine of Tom Scully.
Bad luck, Bobby Tripp. He has had no good luck at all this year. Between wrecking the car, losing tires, losing the clutch in the race car, he just continues to have bad luck in the efforts on upon number 81. He now runs up to the 2nd spot, battling with Tommy Scully, this time the halfway line. 6 down, 6 to go for the first side here at the Seekonk Speedway. Vinny Arumo sets the pace down the backstretch, a comfortable 10-car length lead over the 2 of Tom Scully and the 81 of Bobby Tripp. They battle for the 2nd position off of turn number 4 with Dave Hutchins and Danny Gamache running on the top 5. Here comes Dion on the outside. Wayne Dion and Freddie Estelle look to try to get around the 08 of Rob Murray. Murray, a former sportsman standout, running Pro Stocks out alone for the last few years, running at the Star Speedway and the Stafford Motor Speedway, and now comes back here to Seekonk Motor Speedway. And he has to do battle with 2 champions, Wayne Dion and Freddie Estelle. Well, it looks like Dick Houlihan has a problem with the DOC gases, number 41. He sits at the rear of the field behind Bill Goodrow, who drives the number 3. Up front, the battle continues for 2nd. Bobby Tripp has not been able to clear the 2 of Tom Scully as they battle off the 2nd corner. The car out in front, a Dale Shaw chassis. Dale Shaw, one of the Worcester National Dale drivers, went down to the south and started some stuff back up. He has built the car for Arumo. He already has 1 feature win. Another feature win for Dale Shaw has come to Wayne Dion. Checkered flag off the 4th corner, and Arumo will take down the win. 2nd place across the line. It'll be Bobby Tripp just edging out by about 6 inches. The 2 of Tom Scully 3rd. 4th will be the 96 of Dave Hutchins, and Wayne Dion working the outside in that number 99 will round out the top 5. There you have it, first of the Pro Stock heats. 2nd Pro Stock heat just about ready to roll out, and the driver starting on the pole, ball number 10. This car, keep your eyes on it, this is the 2nd part of the super team out of Barrington, Rhode Island. It's Eddie San Angelo. Seekonk Bass sends you the number 87. He'll sit 4th on the field. That's Mike Cavallaro. And alongside on a Pembroke Bass, starting 5th on the field, on a Pembroke Bass. In the Carverse photo, D&C Construction, number 31, it's Jeff Goodrow. Rainbow Rentals, Harris Tripp and Dave's Repair are the sponsors of the number 95. He'll start 6th. That's Billy Manchester on a Westport Bass. And out of Dewey, alongside of Dewey, starting 10th on the field, out of Westport, Massachusetts, and the G. Lopes Construction and New England Recycling. Lopes Motorsports, number 24, it's Radical Rick Martin. And the point leader right now, he'll start 11th on the field out of Somerset, Massachusetts, the Brookline Machine, Accurate Machine Company. Giant Glass by Veros Insurance, number 46. The point leader right now is the Shark, Chad Chase, and starting alongside of Chase on a Berkeley Bass. And the Coquoff Drive Shaft, number 33, is the veteran Ray Lee. Well, Todd Henshaw wants to send a big thanks out to the guys down at Magazoo's Auto Body, thrashing all week on that Buick, getting it ready for tonight's racing action. Todd is psyched. looking to get back into top form. Green flag is out there, back underway. Right away, Mike Hassel goes around the number 28 of Henshaw, and he brings with him the 87 of Cavallaro. Cavallero's had some really good runs the last few weeks, but just cannot break into that top spot. Cavallaro leads the 28 of Henshaw for second. Now the 10 of Eddie San Angelo, team number 2 of the super team, works the outside of Todd Henshaw. He tries to work his way to the front. He's got Billy Manchester right on his back bumper. Keep your eyes towards the rear of the field. One car already off the pace, and uncharacteristic of that is the G-Most Construction number 24 for Martin. Martin has dropped right to almost the dead last position. Got backed up front between the 28 and 10, and that has left Manchester go to the outside. Manchester working that second groove, trying to take over that fourth position from Todd Henshaw. But look up front, Eddie San Angelo rolls off the turn number 4 as he battles for the 15 of Mike Hassel for the lead. Eddie San Angelo, former champion and former SK champion as well at the New Thompson Speedway, now sits behind the wheel of Vinny Rumo, number 10. The car that is almost identical just because the numbers change, but here comes San Angelo. He now takes the lead down the back straightaway. Down into 3 and 4. Eddie San Angelo now has the race behind him. Second is Mike Hassel. Third is the 87. Mike Cavallaro with the 95 of Manchester. Fourth, look at the 0-2. Do we make it 3 line? Heading into 3 and 4. Really quickly had to back out because Henshaw didn't know who was there. All this was going on. Around the outside went the Shark, Chad Chase. Chase with the Vivaris Insurance, number 46. He now rolls up to the 6th spot. One driver will be stuck behind that mess with the 24 for Rick Martin. Martin has not been able to clear the slower traffic as he gets caught behind Henshaw. Now he gets an opening to the inside, but the damage may be done. St. Angelo leads the ball for turn number 4 with 3 laps remaining. Second is the 15 of Mike Hassel. Here comes the 42 of Bobby Leclerc on the outside. Bobby Leclerc already one feature win this year. One driver who just looks like he's born to the post on. He goes through the goal this time by St. Angelo. Here comes Mike Hassel. And 2 by 2 down the back straightaway. It's Bobby Leclerc by Cavallaro. Cavallaro battles back on the inside to 0. Alexander not able to make it into the pit area. There he goes on the right side. Comes out at San Angelo. Hassel. Now it's Leclerc, Cavallaro, and Manchester is top 5. This time back to the line. Eddie San Angelo picks up the win. Second is Mike Hassel. Third is Leclerc. Fourth, Cavallaro, Billy Manchester, Chad Chase, Matt Dewey, Rick Martin, Ray Lee. And those are the big boys right there. Ed Pushcart Concessions number 23. It's Brian Connors. 2 rows back on the inside out of Edgartown, Mass. The number 49 of Ted Bernard outside of Bernard. In the Falmouth Recycling LPR auto removal number 58. It's Lou Ramiza. Steve Randall will roll off 5th on the field in the number 9, the Randall Motorsports machine outside of Randall. And the number 99 is Al Clements the 4th. Starting 7th out of Fall River, Mass, the number 14 machine of Chris Rio outside. In the Bow Video New England Recycling number 12, it's Mark Langlois out of Pawtucket, Rhode Island. It's Eddie Moniz. Lucky 13th on the field, it's Jeremy Lilly in the Lilly Motorsports number 8. Outside of Lilly out of Fall River, Mass is the number 2 of Doug Rio. The fuel cap is secure on the number 8 machine of Jeremy Lilly. Looking down, Mohan gets the jump, the green comes out. The 23 of Connors gets caught sleeping, Bernard goes to second, and here comes Steve Randall. Randall works the inside, takes over 3rd. Connors trying to hold on to the outside, but he's got the 16 of Stacy Moulton working down low in that orange number 16 as he works the inside off the turn number 4. One car you want to watch, the 116 of Jim Senior. He currently leads the point standings. Right now he's stuck in traffic deep in the pack. We'll see how that plays out. 6 down the back straightaway. Here comes the pumpkin on the outside of Randall. That's Stacy Moulton. Moulton last year, 5 feature wins. Jack Wilson, number 98, so far this year, only 1. And the other races, he did not fare all that well. Lilly off the pace with the 8. He's got the car pinned down. He now gets going once again, but everybody's slipping and sliding. Off the 4th corner. Continues to set the pace. Now the 16 of Moulton sits 2nd. Bernard is 3rd. Langlois works his way to the inside 4th. Randall back to 5th. The spot you want to watch is the number 14 as he goes up in a clean field of 4th. As
He said 6. That's going to give him the clock flag. He puts it just in front of Frank leader. The 116 of Jim Sylvia as he tries to work his way into the 6th and final transfer spot. And with Ted Bernard having a problem on the back straightaway, that's going to move him up to 6. Rio gets into the back of it. And a lot of cars involved down in turn number 2, including Jim Sylvia. Jimmy Sylvia, tough break once again, the 116. He cannot buy a break tonight. And he's outside for some help. So, looking for the green this time, as our chief starter, Eddie Morin's got the green in his hand, waiting for Mohan and Moulton. M&M on the front row. Off the 4th quarter they come. Morin lets him down and waves the green flag. Stacy Moulton shows the big motor that he gets from that as he goes right around to the outside. It takes the lead over from Mohan. Here comes it up, the Mo video number 12 for Mark Langlois. One car already on the move. Keep your eyes on the deuce. That's Doug Rio. Off the 4th corner, Moulton and Langlois run 1 and 2. Mohan's out fast at 3rd. Looks like the 09 of Gregory Jacobs will be the final car not to qualify. Looks like he'll be the first alternate as he is very slow off of turn number 4. And your top 6 cars are Moulton, Langlois, Mohan, Remiza, Rio, and the 23rd corners as Remiza and Rio almost make some contact off of turn number 4. Well, the thing is, these drivers don't realize that just about everybody now that Jacobs is well off the pace and down a lap. Everybody else is qualified, so the smart thing to do here would be just to ride it out and not worry about passing anybody else. These guys do not realize who's behind them without the mirrors, so they think they have to race every lap to hold a position. Well, that's one thing, especially being an entry-level division, the drivers have a tough time doing, and that's relaxing and setting a pace. As the 2 of Rio loses that 5th spot, with 2 laps to go as the 23 of Connors gets by. Moulton leads him off for turn number 4. The white flag is out one more time around. This time by one more time around. There goes the Cat Country number 98 for 1, number 16 for Stacy Moulton. He has about 5 car lengths back to Mark Langlois, and about a half a straightaway back to Mohan, and then the same to Remiza. But back to the line. Stacy Moulton picks up the lead. Langlois is in for 2nd. Mohan is in for 3rd. Remiza, Brian Connors, and the final car to qualify should be the 2 for Doug Rio. And the senior Toronto car scheduled to come out for some racing of their own. The stars and cars of yesteryear are on hand, and we've got some special editions, name you may recognize from the past, that will be running here tonight. So sit back, relax. Be sure to pick up a Seekonk Speedway Racing Souvenir magazine, because following the New England Antique Racers and the Senior Toronto Racers Clubs, we will call off the lucky winners. Antique racers come out onto the track. We'll be proud to turn the mic over to Ernie Boucher and Seekonk Speedway's own historian, Ari Silver. Thank you, Kevin. And it's a pleasure to be up here with Ernie again. One of the few people as old as I am. Thank you, Bob. Actually, we're almost the old timers here get to be, but you look at some of these cars and they bring back memories. That 21 Vega wagon. Seekonk regulars will remember that as a George Safety running a car very similar to that, or it might even be that exact same car. That car was a derivative of a Richard Petty kit car. If you look at that car when it's parked, that's got all Chrysler Corporation front suspension, like from a Dodge Dart or a Plymouth Valiant. Pete Hamilton designed that car back in the mid-70s, and it really turned the racing around here. That was probably one of the first cars we saw here at Seekonk with a left front tire as big as the right side tires. Prior to that, everybody ran a small donut on the left front. Pace
field right now is at what we call cut-downs or super modifieds. It's the 1/4 car, which is a replica of a machine that Lee Howard built and drove here back in the early 60s. It's now owned by Roger Bowlby of Salem, New Hampshire. But tonight it's being driven by Charlie Lima, one of the movements behind the Style Auto Racing Club. That 2X vehicle you see out there, that is a replica of an Ed Funky 2X. That's not the famous car. That's owned by Charlie Lima. But he also owns a number 10 car that's out on the track. That is an original Manchester Sand and Gravel number 10 that Eddie Flemke drove for many years at the Stafford Speedway. That car was enshrined at a local bar in Stafford Springs, Connecticut for quite a while until Charlie talked the owner out of it. Inside of the second row is the L1, and that's driven by a man that's very familiar to Seekonk Speedway fans. It's Leo Cleary, who has traveled up here from Florida to be with us tonight. Leo's had many feature wins at here, Norwood, Westboro, Thompson, Stafford, wherever these cars ran in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Leo was also enshrined into the Hall of Fame at NEAR up in January this year.
Fred Estelle Jr. is taking the checkered flag, followed by his two uncles, in memory of his father, the late Fred Estelle Sr. And on the starters stand is a longtime Fred, Mr. Shippey, up there doing the honors, along with Larry. It's Ken Shippey and Larry Amaral, thanks to Jenny Perry.
Two long-time supporters of Fred Sr. News Racing and long-time friends. A fitting tribute to one of our fallen comrades, Fred Estelle Sr. Ironically, while attending the wake for Fred Sr., they had a real moving video and photo album that really showed his years of racing, and the number of people that he drove for was tremendous. He was one of the early drivers for Len Ellis's father or grandfather. He drove for many great car owners. Bill Humphrey, who owned the 20 that was sponsored by Williams Corner Garage, also drove for Bill Ross, drove for Frank Quinn out of Newport. Many great car owners and great cars, and Fred sat in Victory Lane many times.
And thank him while we
That car that Fred Jr. is driving, his dad Fred Sr. built that car many years ago when the antique races were first formed, and he wanted to have something that looked similar to something that we ran in the heyday of racing here at Seekonk, the old 46 Ford Flatheads. Many a driver here that are here tonight remember those cars. Deke, John, Freddie. I saw Leo Roy who reigned from Pawtucket back then. He's here tonight. Leo doesn't get to the races that often, but he told me he had to be here tonight for Near and the Old Timers Night. It was good to see Leo. That's typical. Deke putting the puppet to John.
While we're in remembering our departed friends, I guess most of you know that Ralph Hop Harrington died several weeks ago. Ralph drove from the 40s through the early 80s at virtually every track in southern New England and won at all of them. Had a streak of wins at Lonsdale and here that has probably never been matched. And also this week, we lost an old Seekonk and Lonsdale driver, Norm Duquette, who passed away at the age of 71. He won over 30 features here at Seekonk and Lonsdale. And we'd like you just to remember these people. They're all part of our history. Without the past, there'd be no today.
Speaking of Norm Duquette, Ray, I remember growing up as a kid, which is many years ago. I used to see an old white cut-down sitting at a Sunoco station on Newport Avenue in Pawtucket, number 36. Matter of fact, I was talking with Leo Roy about that tonight because they wound up selling that car to someone, and Leo did drive that here in the cut-down division for that owner. But I remember that car growing up. I didn't even know what race cars were, but I knew that was one.
Yeah, I have a picture with me tonight of Norm getting the checkered flag here, 1955, and being congratulated by Rex Records, who was the racing director for a time here in that year. And it was a white coupe with a dark top.
Yeah, I think it was like a checkerboard of some sort at one time. As we see some of these cars, a lot of these people have been coming to Seekonk for years or traveling New England to different tracks. Really brings back memories when you see one of these vehicles out here. Maybe a paint scheme is similar, or the car looks very similar. But it brings back a lot of memories. A lot of good memories, too.
The number 25 that just went in the pit area is a car that ran Plainville Stadium, but it's being driven tonight by Steve Seekonk, who was from the Worcester area, drove at Westboro, and also turned a few laps here and at Thompson. And Steve has just relocated to the Hartford area, and he is running that machine tonight, which is one of the prettier 34 Ford coupes around.
We speak of the old days. When we used to get Freddie and Deke talking, they'd be talking about how the Vendetti family helped them build their homes, because back then you could build a race car for next to nothing, and a good driver could make a good week's pay. They used to say, matter of fact, I think the tire that was on the right front of that number 30 has probably been 4,000 laps. When Deke threw it away, Freddie took it and put it on the car. He would not give that tire up.
That's right, Ernie. John was telling me that tonight. He ran virtually one full season and part of two others. I don't think you could do it out of today's tires.
No, you'd be running on the air.
On the pole on the near feature race here is Ray Belanger from Foxborough. That figure came out of Long Island. On the outside is Randy Hall and an old John Kershaw coupe that won a ton of races at the Lakeville, Mass Speedway.
There's probably still some red clay and oil in that car.
No, I chastised John. He washed all the dirt off of that car years ago and shouldn't have done it.
That number 1 coach out there looks familiar, but the driver doesn't, the name doesn't really ring a bell. But that looks like a Long Island car of some sort.
No, that car ran Riverside Park in Albany, Saratoga. It was owned by Al Feeney, who when he raced it ran under the name of Red Car. It has since been sold, and driving it tonight is Paul Lyons from Attleboro. Buddy Bardwell, bringing up the rear on the outside, sometimes referred to as the Horny car. That's an old Hudson-powered coupe, and that car was built primarily for running the dirt track circuits in New Hampshire, Vermont, and eastern New York State. But he ran it then, and he's still running it today.
Out in that number 92, the Goosebrook garage car, that's Billy Schultz driving it tonight, although it doesn't say on our roster. That car is the car that Billy ran at the Norwood Arena back in the 60s. That car sat behind a barn for 25 years when the boys from Goosebrook, Bitsy and Turk and those guys, they got together and they rebuilt that car. But it is the same chassis, out of the cage, most of the body is original on that car. Introduction to anyone who's ever seen a race. It's the old Richie Evans pit being driven tonight by Mickey Miller, who's an official of the Speedway and been a long-time attendee and handler of these vintage racing machines. That's not a copy. That is an original Richie Evans orange grade.
Ross Evans. That's how Harris ran at the Speedway. You see is digging up the rear right now, more or less. It's the 009, which originally was driven by Lou Funk at the Dan Mary Race Arena. It's now owned and driven by Jim Torrock from Norwich, Connecticut. That car's powered by a straight 8 overhead valve Buick engine.
Yeah, there is some wild combinations down at Dan Mary's. So there's nothing too common down there. But there was one track, they used to fill the house, and they paid exceptional down there. The track was run by that Southern New York Racing Association, which was primarily made up of millionaires. They in turn gave the money back to the competitors.
And that was what was known as a closed club. You had to apply for membership and be voted on eventually. It took a man as famous, for instance, as Billy Greco, several years to get voted in.
They were possibly not allowed back. That's how closed that circuit was. But it was, matter of fact, if you bought racing papers back then, they were also famous for the wild
wrecks. Well, they used to pile them up 3 and 4 high. Every week they'd have 6,000 to 10,000 people there, paid a real decent purse. They ran the flatheads even longer than they did here at Seekonk before finally going to the overhead valve engines. This is also the track where Dan LaJoie reached his fame and his son Randy started out his career.
Modified from the 70s era. And those pieces would probably determine who constructed the vehicle.
This probably was the last bit of, shall we say, individuality, as opposed to today's modifieds, where it's virtually impossible to tell where they came from. As many people say, they're all cookie cutter cars, all stamped from the same mold. Pump would pull the oil out of the engine, and another pump which would push it into the engine. The car was quite successful in its day.
And out in New Jersey, you used to have Parker Bone. Up in, even late into the V8 overhead days, used to still win with his Jimmy 6-cylinder. Talking about that Goosebrook car, 92, they took that car down to Daytona for the 50th anniversary, and they ran it on the salt, on the beach at Daytona.
That's Bob Seymour, blitz the pass. The lead on the high side of Randy Hall, and Ray Blanche is just sitting there checking it out.
Modified division up to about a year ago. Billy is up into his 60s. The racing blood in that Schultz family never stops flowing. Although earlier this year, also talking about departed brothers, his brother Freddie passed away, who was really one of the greats of New England racing. Just asked Billy about the time his brother came down there with Paul Soucy's down there. Nobody wanted to let him run.
That was an exciting night.
Yes, it was. I was there. I'll tell you, that was a momentous night. He started last and he passed everybody and won it. And he told me he'd run for nothing. I don't know if he did, but he told me he'd run for nothing.
You wouldn't hear that today.
Like Bobby Seymour took the checkered flag first in that exhibition race.
Once again, it's been a pleasure to be up here with Ernie and seeing these vintage machines run.
Yes, it has, Bob. I don't know, it makes the arthritis go away for a little while, I think.
For a while, yeah. And thank you, Kevin, for having us over here. You guys know a lot more about this stuff than I do. I'm more in tune with the current modifieds, and maybe from the Pinto era on when it comes to the coupes, all I have is pictures to remember that by. How about a big round of applause for all the New England antique racers and the Senior Tour Auto racers on hand with us tonight, putting on a show, trying to bring back some of the memories from yesteryear, all the styles and cars that used to compete. And how about a big thanks to the Estelle brothers, Johnny and Deke on hand, with Freddie Jr. in a tribute to his dad who passed away this past winter. Speaking of Freddie Sr., in his memory, we're trying to do a tribute to him down in turn number 4 for many, many years. Freddie Sr. was known to come early, put some chairs up, and rope off an area for all his friends. Well, that's unofficially known as the Freddie Estelle section down in turn number 4.
You can also check out the finishes of the previous week's action. Check out all the press releases coming out of the main office.
I went to go out there, it won't start up. I went to go out, it wouldn't start. Really? I'll take pictures in front of the old car, like, better, I could have went right by that super fast power steering. You kidding me? That was nothing. Come on over here, guys. You win? You win? You? Yeah, you did. Well, shit, a lot of steam getting let out there. No. A lot of steam let all that. Sorry. Everybody? No. All three.
And then I need all three of you to look right here. Deke, stay there.
Stay there. How am I going to get up after?
I want Leo in here. Where's Leo? Leo! Leo, get down with the boys.
Why you guys think?
Hey, you guys. Look over, guys.
Good job, boy. Good job.
Johnny, good job. Leo,
That was a hell of a race, Al. One more time. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Jeff. Up there and John.
so you ever seen a fire suit?
He drove it harder than that, he didn't.
Just didn't fix it right.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
You better jump, jump.
chairs up and a rope-off an area for all his friends. Well, that's unofficially known as the Freddie Estelle section down in turn number 4. You can also check out the finishes of the previous week's action. Check out all the press releases coming out of the main office. Just about ready to roll for tonight's feature actions. Before we do, we'd like to ask you all to please rise. And gentlemen, please remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Seekonk Speedway before, a big welcome back out of North Dartmouth, Mass. In the Butts Motorsports Toyota, number 63, it's Mike Butts. 2 rows back on the inside, the Macedonio machine, number 92, for Nick Macedonio out of Warren, Rhode Island. Outside of Macedonio, in the Tri-State Services, Ziggy's Auto Specialties, number 87, it's Tracy Olette. Starting 5th on the field out of Berkeley, Mass. The McCrowan Motorsports, number 65, it's Pat McCrowan. Outside of McCrowan, the other Macedonio machine, the number 14 for Jay Macedonio. Starting 7th on the field out of Cumberland, Rhode Island. In the Contrada Brothers Incorporated L&J Auto, number 48, it's David De Silva. Outside of De Silva out of Dartmouth, Mass. The only 2-time Seekonk Sports Truck Feature winner, the number 64 for George Rigo. Next on the field, out of Seekonk, Mass, driving the number 1 machine, celebrating 50 years behind the wheel of a stock car, it's Billy Clark. Outside of Clark, out of Seekonk, Mass, the 2nd generation driver in the number 21, it's Brian Clark. 11th on the field, out of Seekonk, Mass, driving the number 4, it's Robin Sloan. Outside of Sloan, in the JM Equipment Seekonk Grand Prix, number 18, it's Johnny Tripp. Lucky 13th on the field out of Somerset, Mass. Driving the number 28 machine is Kevin Casper. Outside of Casper is the Wizard out of Swansea, Massachusetts. The number 24 for Ray Soulier. Mark Roscoe DeJesus will roll off 15th on the field, driving the number 26. Outside of DeJesus out of Assonet, Mass. In the Flint Farms, Vienna Homes Construction, number 13, your defending track champion, it's Billy Flint. Starting 17th out of New Bedford, Mass. is Mike Breitman in the number 27. Outside of Breitman out of Taunton, and the McDermott Motorsports number 84, it's Bernie McDermott. Don Carrero rolls off 19th out of Tiverton, Rhode Island, in the number 94 Ford. Outside of Carrero out of Rehoboth, Mass. In the Wheeler Motorsports number 99, it's Joshua Wheeler. Starting on the inside of the 11th and final row out of Swansea, Mass. The Superior's Napa car, truck number 73, it's Steve Gustafson. And rounding out the field out of Westport, Mass, in the Branco Motorsports number 5, it's Richard Turpening. 20 laps will be the distance for the Seekonk Sports Trucks. One with 366. 338 has Brian Clark. And Tom Keeper has 330 points. So 57 points separate the top 5 drivers. Anybody's game. Looking for the green this time by off of turn number 4. Chief Stoddard already more looks him down off the straight. They go and we're underway. Nick Macedonio, number 92,
to speed as several trucks get by, including Tracy Ouellette, Mike Butts, Jay Macedonio, and the 64 of George Rigo. All runners to tail, that's the top five. Just like he did a week ago. We'll see if he can hold on for the remainder of the laps. Tracy Ouellette sits second on the field. The 14 of Jay Macedonio was third. Just a little bit, and Billy Club in the number one gets underneath him as well. Mike Butts in the box, number 63, strikes back on the outside. The 99 of Josh Correa has gone around running turn number 2, bringing out the first 15 laps remain. We're under caution for the first time in tonight's Seekonk Sports Truck feature event. The lineup. Now remember, here at the Seekonk Speedway, the complete lap, he may get that position back. Well, that just happened with Mike Butts in the number 63. He was put up 3 positions in front of Brian Clark in the number 21. And he will restart 5th on the field. Helen and Tracy Ouellette will start up front with Jay Macedonio and George Rigo, row number 2. Mike looking for the green when they come back around. Now there's a stripe off the tunnel right now. You see Charlie St. Hilaire walking from it just off the tunnel in turns 3 and 4. That is what they call the goal line. Not goal as in crossing the goal for a touchdown. It's the go, G-O line, where the drivers are told that's where they hit the throttle, where the starter will call the start from. Not before, not after, at that line. Let's get some better restart. You see the field punched up down the back straightaway. We'll be looking for a green this time by. Eddie Moran looks him down. He's got the green in his hand. They hit the stripe. He waves a green, just like we just told you about. They're underway. This time it's Jay Macedonio. It's slow coming up to speed. Rigo gets by. Looks to the outside of Ouellette, looking for win number 3 on the season. Side by side, down the back straight away, the 24 of Ray Sully gets better for the third time, losing a host of position. After the battle continues for second, the 87 of Ouellette, as Macedonio nipped this time goes around, some contact from DeJesus in the 26, as he had absolutely nowhere to go. That's going to bring out the second caution with 4 laps complete. The previous week, certificate for free dinner for the winning driver. So come on down Tuesday night, watch the tape, sit down with your favorite driver. Well, Nick Macedonio's back out onto the track. We'll see what he can do now coming from the rear. We're at lap number 4, looking for the restart. Alan Leach and Tracy Ouellette will bring them down. They hit the stripe. Green is out, we're underway. Down the back straightaway, takes over the second position. Johnny Kipp seems to have a problem in that black and blue 18 as he lost a few spots. He's battling right now with the red and black number 13. to the inside of him, trying to work his way towards the front of the field. For some fluid leaking out of the back of that Ford Ranger as the 99 of Josh Wheeler hits the pit road. It's Leach and Rigo. Leach in the left-handed into the 43. Rigo on the other of the 64. Rigo takes a look down low, down the back straightaway. Helen is up next to him and puts that Ford on the inside, takes over the lead off the fourth corner, and Rigo becomes a second winner. Here comes his dad, Billy Grant, on the inside. He sits now in third as Nick Macedonia hits the pit area as well. Helen leads from the first several laps. Now he sits fourth on the field. With Jay Macedonia walking the inside. Here comes Billy Grant and Johnny Tripp. This time by, there'll be 10 laps down, 10 to go. For George Rigo as Rigo sets the pace. Back in front, second and third. Sounds like a walk on the top three. Rigo, Clark, and Clark. Young Brian Clark. Oh, they're really crossing down. Leach gets loose off the car. Flynn runs the outside. Rick up on the inside. Flynn loses some traction off the second corner. Loses a whole bunch of positions before he can gather it back in. George Rigo on a rapid pass. He's 3 on 99. 21 of Brian Clark. They're trying to second. Back right out for Steve Gustafson in the number 72-3 as a boat dog will have to head to the pit. 14 of Jay Macedonia on the line. Must be possibly some fluid on the front straightaway as the 24 of Ray Solia hard into the front straightaway wall. He rolls it down into turn number 1. Everybody else is able to pull away, but Solia sits stalled down in the first corner. A grazing hit, but a hard hit by the longtime veteran here at the Seekonk Speedway. The net is down, he waves to the fans, lets everybody know that he's okay. But our 1988 Sportsman champ and our 1997 Seekonk Sports champ is okay. Robin Sloan pulls up to check on him, make sure he's okay, as does this 27 of Mike Brightman, Richard Turpinning as well. The heck was that? As everybody's concern turns very quickly to the 24 Ray Solia. And we'll run down the fields for you. We've got George Rigo setting the pace of the number 64. For the Seekonk Sports Trucks, Rigo and Clark will bring him down off of turn number 4. Clark and Leach, row number 2, with row number 3 being Tripp and Macedonia. Off the fourth corner, they come Rigo and Brian Clark, the youngster. Off the fourth corner, Green is out, and they are dead even across the line. Brian Clark on the outside, getting an advantage heading into 1 and 2. Off the second corner, they come the caution flag is out. And for that's for some debris down. Sloan running right over it and dragging it with her. Looks like some roll bar padding. Number 13. We've still got the Sportsmen, the Formula 4s, the Pro Stocks, and the Street Stocks to round out the feature racing action tonight. Looking for the green off of turn number 4. Eddie Moran looks him down, likes what he sees, throws the green flag up. And this time, here comes Dad on the inside. Can he get by his young son? Billy Clark, the one cannot get the job done, settles into third. Here comes Alan Leach back on the outside. He got a side by side. Back up the front, back out for David De Silva. Looks like in the number 48. George Rigo leads him off from turn number 4. He's got the 2-truck length advantage over number 21 of Brian Clark. The one of Billy Clark. And the 43 of Alan Leach, the 18 of Johnny Tripp takes his look to the inside. Oh, firing goes to the number 1 truck. Looks like a fuel line may have erupted. Several trucks folks are involved. We're quickly under a red flag situation. As Billy Clark, he's climbing out of the car. Billy Clark is okay, ladies and gentlemen. As the truck rolls down with no driver in it. And Mike Putz better move it quick because he's got a hot fire coming after him. Looks like a fuel line had erupted off the number one, has left a trail of flames behind. Looks like they got the fire under control. Billy Clark had climbed out of the truck while the truck was rolling. So let's give Billy a round of applause. He may have been driving for 50 years, but he still knows how to climb out of a vehicle in a hurry. Assessment was wrong. It wasn't the fuel pump. It was the whole bottom end of the engine. When Billy Clark blows an engine, he leaves it everywhere. You can see pieces strewn down turn number 3, and the hot oil in the exhaust just ignited. Some great fast work by the Seekonk Fire Department, the officials here at the Seekonk Speedway, and the safety crews, Rose's Towing, Silver Brothers Towing, all on hand very quickly to not only extinguish the fire, but to make sure Billy got out of the truck okay. So the important thing that Billy was able to climb out and walk away, but definitely dejected because of the amount of damage that was done to the number one. Johnny Tripp, Tracy Ouellette, Pat McCrowan, and Mike Brightman are your first 3 rows. Looking for the start off of turn number 4. Our chief starter, Eddie Moore, looking them. The drivers are anxious to get this one in. Off the 4th corner they come, and we're back underway. Jesus slow in the start. He loses a bunch of positions. Up front, Rigo sets the pace. Problems on the back straight. Drive of trumpeting got into the 26 of DeJesus right over the left front. And as soon as we went to green, we are back under caution. 14. And that's the laps have been completed. Still 6 more circuits around the 3rd mile. George Rigo and Brian Clark will bring him down for the green with the 18 of Johnny Tripp and the 87 of Tracy Ouellette. Row number 2. Off the 4th corner they come. One more time, we're back underway. Rigo edges out up front now for turn number 2. With him comes the 18 of Johnny Tripp. Tripp looking for his way back into victory lane. Harms the back bumper. As the 27 and the 87 is locked bumpers going into the 1st corner. Everybody taking evasive action, but we stay under green. 4 to go this time by. Can George Rigo hold up? The legend is Johnny Tripp. As they run those to tail up to turn number 2. Step to the clock in room number 18. Rigo with a yellow 64. Off the turn 4 they come. They have exactly 1 mile left. 3 circuits around the Seekonk Speedway. Into turn number 3. The sticks are up this time by George Rigo. Has victory in his grasp. It is happening across the challenge. He's consistent on the field. Here comes Flint on the outside. He gets by slow to work his way into 5th. One more time around. The Dartmouth, Massachusetts native, George Rigo, gets the ivory silk.
Sloan will finish fourth, with the four of Robin Sloan rounding out the top five. 1999.
Good job, George. Good job.
Well, street stop, Seekonk Sport Truck, victory lane. Once again, nobody else has won 2 races, never mind 3. Ladies and gentlemen, George Rigo.
I tell you, it's nice to be here. But I tell you what, I want to thank my wife. She was a big part of this race tonight. My crew, they were all at a wedding, and it was only her and I. And you know, we came here with new tires on tonight. And first and second warm-up, and the car was out, the truck was out to lunch. We were loose. I made a change for the heat, and the truck still didn't get better, so I knew I had to make a major change for the future. And I put my other tires on, and I tell you what, it's finishing up front like this to win a championship, because we've had too many bad weeks here already. And I'm just glad to be here. I want to thank my wife, my mother, my crew. I want to thank my sponsors. Ashley Ford, major sponsor of the truck. All Needs Insurance. M&L Hydraulics. DB Mart. Greg's Welding. Pete's Fabrication. A&A Auto Parts. Capeway Roofing.
Motor guy.
And Nat for the motor. And I believe that's it. Oh, and State Road, buy here and pay here. I want to thank them all. And I tell you, this is just great. This is just great. And I want to thank Seekonk for having this division. It's a good division. And I'm just thankful to be here.
Hey, you came out of the pro stocks to run it over here with the trucks. You got to run against guys like Ray Sawyer, Johnny Tripp. It's real tough, but you're coming to the front. This could be a championship season.
I'll tell you what, my goals this year is to win the championship for my father. Because he wanted me to win the championship, and I'm doing my best, Dad.
All right, George Rigo, try to win the championship for the family. Will come on
Okay. All right.
I want
however you want to do it.
Kev, get over here.
Let's go.
Come on, Kev.
Come on, Kev.
Come on, Kevin, I'll beat you up, man.
Go on, Kev.
You're shorty.
Kevin, in front of the shot.
Oh, thanks.
You're in front of me.
All right.
Okay, that's number 3 now.
Okay.
Raceway's here. Where's Mike from Raceway?
He should be here.
Where's Mike? Find him.
There he is.
Okay. I'm gonna hydraulics right there. All right.
Mike!
You know.
Mike!
Come on, Mike. Come on, man.
Come on, Mike.
Get your ass in there.
Kenny.
Okay.
Where's Mike from?
I don't know. Don't know.
Come on, buddy.
Can I have the helmet?
Come on, buddy.
Hey, take the picture so you can see his advertisement.
Yeah.
Hey, yes.
Oh, so do I.
Very good.
Rigo gives a big thumbs up to the camera crew as he will take his victory lap. As tonight's Seekonk Sports Truck feature winner. Three times a charm, and George Rigo finds that out himself as he takes his third victory for the 1999 season. Well, next up will be the B division here at the Seekonk Speedway, the late model sportsmen, as they get ready for their 25-lap main event. 21 cars will take the green flag for the 25-lap feature event. One driver has visited victory lane more than once in the sportsman division, that being Brian Souza, who drives the number 25. Champion in the sportsman division currently leads the point standings, 5 points ahead of last year's driver champion, James Lawrence. Again, in the third, Brian Souza and Glenn Lawton round out the top 5. Yeah, POC gas is number 70 for Glenn Lawton. Starting 11th in the Vital Wood Products, TC Cabral Electric, number 8, it's Ed Gannon the third. Outside of Gannon, out of Somerset, Mass, the 81 machine of James Lawrence. Your points leader will roll off lucky 13th on the field, driving the Express Embroidery. J Motors number 21, it's Corey Boudreau. Outside of Boudreau in the Bayside Auto Repair, Estrella's Farm number 45, out of Rehoboth, Mass, it's Scott Estrella. Robert Bryant will start 15th on the field out of Weymouth, Mass in the 08. Outside of Bryant, out of Seekonk, Mass. The Tracy Motorsports number 0 for Mike Tracy. The 17th driver on the field, last Saturday night's feature winner, out of Warren, Rhode Island, the 65 for Ron Lauro. Outside of Lauro, out of Carver, Mass, the 28 is Sean Woodward. 19th on the field out of Plymouth, Mass, the Water Wheels Sergi Machine Works car number 36, it's Ron St. Pierre. Outside of St. Pierre, out of Coventry, Rhode Island, in the Simpsons Auto Care, Mandeville Chevrolet number 88 for Kenny Bamford. And rounding out the field in the Cox Communications, 3D rigging number 38, out of South Attleboro, Mass, it's Keith Morrow. Stops the distance for the sportsman division here at the Seekonk Speedway. Looking for the green this time by as they come off at turn number 4. Paul Ness and Bob Clark, both drivers looking for their first victory in 99. So is Dean Petty, so is the rookie, Jerry DeGasperi. Those are your first 4 rows. Eddie Moore likes what he sees. Green flag is out, and we're underway. Field rolls out to turn number 2, and Paul Ness sets the pace. Bob Clark gets cut up on the outside. Here comes the 57, Dean Petty down low. Back up after falling only 1 position shy. Dean Petty in the black and white, number 57, rolls his way.
inside groove. Vaness moves up the speedway, opens up the door, and Dean Petty in number 57 takes over the lead. Here comes the deuce of Dave Titus to the inside. Look who's coming on the inside, following first. 99 from the Fireball, Glenn Young. Young works his way up into third. Souza working his way on the bottom, trying to follow through. As Young gets a little bit of Vaness continues to slide back, taking with him the 96 across front. The 71 of Degas Berry as he gets together with the 45. Hard hit down there. 47 goes hard into the wall. Just in front of the ambulance, we've got the 65 of Laura, the 36 of Ron St. Pierre, the 81 of Lawrence, the 71 of Degas Berry. And another car in there as well. It's a white machine. Lawrence climbs out of his car under his own power. Looks like that might be the trying to find out who that final car is in there. As it looks like it's the 38 of Keith Morrow, the other driver involved. So 5 cars down in turn number 3. That all started when Jerry Degas Berry tried to move to the inside as he was going backwards on the outside lane. Scotty Estrella was already there. They made contact. Jerry Degas Berry spun, slid up the racetrack in front of traffic. James Lawrence hit him there with nowhere to go. Everybody on the binder slid up into turn number 3, which collected Keith Morrow, Ron Roro, and the 36 of Ron St. Pierre, who took the wildest ride of all 3 drivers involved. Well, the word is from the accident scene, all 5 drivers are okay. The response ambulance service is on the scene for precautionary measures only, as everybody was giving the thumbs up to the officials down there. This one's going to take a couple of minutes to clean up down in turn number 3. Of July. Cars that can turn number 3, and you can see they've got the 36 of Ron St. Pierre picked up high off the track. That way they'll be able to slide the number 38 of Keith Morrow out from underneath. 3 wreckers we've had on hand tonight, and they've been busy all night long. How about a round of applause for the Seekonk Speedway safety crew and the folks from Silver Brothers Towing and Rose's Garage for doing a great job trying to keep this program moseying along. Unfortunately, we get in an accident like this, and well, I don't want to say a rookie mistake, but Jerry Degas Berry trying to make a move with another car there, and you can't have 2 cars holding down the same piece of real estate. Jerry will be back next Saturday night, though, I can guarantee you that, as all the guys on the Spumoni. So cleanup just about completed down in turn 3. All the cars have been pulled away from the accident scene. The last 2 remaining cars will be dragged into the pit area. Keith Morrow will go in hammock style, and Ron St. Pierre will get the one record treatment. As we have just 7 laps completed in the Sportsman Feature event, 18 laps still remain. So still anybody's race printable on your own home personal computer. That's being done by Abacus Motorsports. If you're wondering what we're saying, well, that's a great way to listen in with Frank's and Helen's videos. Last car to come out of the pit area. Looks like everybody else will have to call it a night, as he'll be able to finish no worse than 16th on the field. Looking for the green this time by the 57 of Dean Petty. Brings him down slow down the back straightaway.
Now the key to this is going to be getting the rhythm back. They've been sitting idle for a while. The rhythm they had has now gone out the window. They have to settle in for the remainder of the lap. Peters out with back on the right. He's going strong on the outside. The final on the other. Vanessa goes around the 26. Fernandez gets it by the 70 and 1. Just inches through, and we're back into caution immediately. So lap number 7 and the 25 of Brian Souza will bring him down off of turn number 4. It's a slow start this time as they hit the rolling start off the 4th corner. Green flag is out, and Titus is able to hang up Petty as they head down to double wide off of turn 2. Petty gains about a car length advantage, takes the lead. Here comes the fire down low. He works his way into second. 3 wide for 4th as Petty goes to Souza again. Banging fenders, Hannah was in the middle. Souza led back up, and here comes the 21 of Pedrovic. 3 wide into Clark. Robinson to Gannon. Slow on the speedway. Clark tries to flip his way back, and the 25 of Brian Souza goes around. So just 2 more laps into the event. We're back under caution. So Souza goes off with a flat right rear tire with some help from Silver Brothers. Best of luck so far this season, but you're looking real strong tonight. How do you think?
Hey, listen, I didn't say it.
Well, we've got the only 2-time feature winner so far in the Sportsman division, Brian Souza, coming up. Brian, you looked strong early on, but luck just took a bad turn on you. I'll tell you, straight away. How does the car feel? I know was it just a flat tire you had in that incident?
Yeah, it looks that way. We won't know until we get back on the green, and then we'll know. And we'll see what happens then. How many more laps we got anyways?
We've got 8, so we've got too many.
Well, it is too many tonight. I don't know. We'll see what happens when we get back out there.
Well, good luck tonight in the rest of the feature event. And that's the sentiments for a lot of these drivers, and they still want to get this race in. We still got plenty of time, but the bewitching hour is approaching us slowly but surely.
I'm right here, radically.
We've got down here one of the rookie contenders, Jerry Digas Barry Jr., driver of the Spumoni's Restaurant, number 71. Jerry, what happened?
I don't know. It looks like I came down a Scottish trailer a little bit and got a little loose, and someone got into me, and next thing you know, we're rolling a wall.
How bad's the car?
The car's hurt pretty bad. We were going to call it a night, and then the red flag was so long, the guys got it back together, and we'll come out here and try to pick up some spots.
Now, you only had about a lap and a half under green. Does the car really feel that off, or do you think you can try to gain a couple of spots in the remainder of the race?
Well, we're not gonna go out on a limb with it. The car felt pretty decent, and like I said, hopefully we can pick up a couple spots, but it really didn't feel all that bad.
Well, that's good. Now, compared to the street stocks that you ran for a few seasons and had a lot of success there, you've had a great season so far as a rookie, but how far along do you think you are on the progression rate?
Oh, I think the team progressed a lot faster than the driver. I mean, the car's always been there since the driver's made a lot of mistakes, and week by week I think I'm getting better, and the team and the car's fantastic. It's just a matter of the driver coming along to meet them.
You think the driver's that far behind?
No, I don't, but everybody makes mistakes, and it's a big learning curve coming up from the street stocks. People don't realize the difference, but it's big.
Well, explain to some of the fans who, and like myself, have never been behind the wheel of a race car, how big are the differences, and what are some of the differences between a street stock and a sportsman car?
Well, in all reality, there's nothing similar between the two. I mean, the motors are bigger. They have a racing tire where the street stocks don't. They're a lot faster. The corner speeds are greater. It's just a tremendous difference all the way around in them.
And is it that big of a jump for a driver who has a lot of experience versus a little experience moving up to a new division like the sportsman, or say a pro stock?
I definitely want to move up into the sportsman without any experience. Running as well as we did in the street has definitely helped us as a team and myself to to catch the learning curve, but I definitely wouldn't want to come into this division without any experience.
Well, good luck for the rest of tonight. Good luck for the rest of the season, Jerry, and good luck in that rookie chase. I know you got a hot competitor with Peter Fernandez right behind you.
Yeah, we do. Peter's running great, and it should be fun all the way down to the end. Thank you, Kev.
Well, good luck, Jerry. Jerry Digas-Perry Jr., ladies and gentlemen.
It just hasn't been there. It's a brand new car. Sometimes we're there, sometimes it's not there. It's just, we're gaining on it, but it's very hard.
Now, was it the car and the team that dropped off, or did the competition pick the level up just a little bit?
No, I just think the car is, we make a little change and it throws it way off. We just got to get the right combination back, and we're going to go.
We're going to go. Good luck, Teddy. And good luck to the rest of the sportsman drivers. Let's get this one in. All over. Drivers and Dick Houlihan, I'm sorry. Gamache owns number 27, it's Danny Gamache. Outside of Gamache out of Rainham, Mass. And the Mastery of Buick Pontiac GMC number 42 for Bobby Leclerc. On the field out of Tiverton, Rhode Island, the Consumer Auto Supply Precision Racing Engine 08. It's going to be Rob Murray, outside of Murray out of Seekonk, Mass, and the DeRocha Landscaping. Alameda Construction, McLaughlin Automotive Store 02. It's going to be Matt Dewey. Rocky 13th on the field. Three-time Pro Stock champion out of Westport, Mass. The G-Lopes Construction car number 24 for Radical Rick Martin. Outside of Martin, out of Warwick, Rhode Island, driving the Dale Shore race cars. Tantasia's Tanning Studios car number 99 for Neon Wayne Dion. 8 rows back on the inside out of Somerset, Mass. The Viveris Insurance, Bella Insurance car number 46 for the Shark Chad Chase. Outside of Chase out of Westport, Mass. In the New England Tech Resort Services number 14, it's Flying Freddie Estelle Jr. 17th on the field, out of Cranston, Rhode Island. In the Pellin Motorsports Cars for Kid number 12, it's Bobby Pellin Jr. Outside of Pellin out of Berkeley, Mass. The Valley Construction number 33, it's Ray Lee. Starting 19th out of Pembroke, Mass. In the Scully Motorsports Converse Motor Supply number 3, it's Bill Goodrow. Outside of Goodrow, in the DNC Construction J&B Equipment car number 31, it's his brother, Jeff Goodrow. Starting 21st out of Berkeley, Mass. Driving the VOC Gases car number 41 for Lenny out for Dick Houlihan and the Lenny Ellis-owned machine. Outside of Houlihan out of Raynham, Mass. In the Everett's Auto Parts, Magazoo's Auto Body number 28, it's Todd Henshaw. And rounding out the field, out of Barrington, Rhode Island, in the Burt Motorsports 0, it's Ray Alexander. To take the green. Our chief starter, Eddie Moran, looks him down over turn 4. Scully in the deuce. The 15 of Hassel, lead him off the corner. Off the turn number 4 they come. Hassel out front. Scully starting to slide back just a little bit. Hutchins gets a run on the outside as the 15 of Hassel. Scully now on the outside of row number 1, looking for them off at turn number 4. Our chief starter, Eddie Moore, looks him down. Green flag is out. Chip rechanges the middle. Down off at turn number 2, 15 of Hassel, leads him down. Look at Hutchins make it 3 wide. Got it squeezed down on the bottom. He works his way to the inside. Off at turn number 4. Scully gets caught up on the outside. 3 wide is several cars. The whole field just about goes by on the inside. Off at turn 4. That's Hutchins. And over the
corner, and it looks like that's it, as Dion is back out as well, looking for the green, this time by 7 down, 28 laps remain, looking for them off at turn number 4. Hutchins and Anaroma bring them down. Green flag is out, we're back underway. Anaroma works the outside move of black number 11, the 3-time Pro Stock champion works the outside. Dave Hutchins tries to hold on down low. Following him is the Tennessee Angelo, and Danny Gamache is going to bring out another caution. Caution to come out, and it looks like... We'll try it one more time. Hutchins and Anarumo. Last time Hutchins was able to hold him off for about a lap and a half, 2 laps. Remember, we do go back to the last completed green flag lap, and that allows Hutchins to hold on to the lead. Off the turn, green flag is back up. Off the turn 2 they come. Hutchins out front by about a half a car length as they play rubber tag deep in the back. The 46 of Chad Chase slowing up to the inside. Everybody is trying to get up and off the brakes. The shot, Chad Chase has a problem with 5 years in turn 46. He is blowing off the pace, sits at the rear of the field. Between the 96 of Danny Hutchins, the 11 of Billy Anarumo, side by side up at turn number 4 to complete lap number 11. Give the lead to Dave Hutchins. And Chad Chase spins down on the back straightaway.
Frank already on the ground.
All right.
Looking for him on turn number 4. Hutchins and Anarumo off the 4th corner. And that doesn't happen often. Well, that all happened. Eddie St. Andrews squeezed his way in it and took over 2nd place. Billy Manchester was outside by Captain. He's going to get back behind. He knows it's still a roll. Billy gets involved with the 95 of Dave Hutchins, the 41 of Dick Houlihan, the 24 of Rick Baldessaro to Matt Dewey. And Billy Manchester is hot as he jumped on the throttle and spun that car around. A host of cars heading into the pit area. Helen with a flat left front tire. Looks like it may be a little more severe than that. The 41 of Dick Houlihan. Chase heads back into the pits. Martin heads into the pits. No, he doesn't. He changes his mind at the last minute. Manchester heads into the pits. Of Mike Cavallaro, the 24 of Rick Martin, your top 5. The 33 of Ray Lee is 6th. 7th is the A02 of Dewey. The 42 of Leclerc. The 99 of Dion. And the 2 of Tom Scully. Off at turn 4 they come. And Dave Hutchins was very strong on the start, as he's been able to beat them off the corner. Ray Lee trying to thread the needle there between Matt Dewey and Mike Cavallaro. Cavallaro starts to slide back. Martin's got high. Dewey takes a look to the inside. Here comes Dion in the 99. The battle heating up front. Dave Hutchins
regain the lead. Anarumo beat him to the line off a turn number 4. They come. On the hit run, Anarumo edges out front. Eddie St. Angelo closes in on the pass circle. Field leader down off of turn number 4. It's Anarumo. St. Angelo in the top 2. And here comes a 0-2-2. He works the inside of Hutchins. Trying to work his way up towards the front of the field. Off of turn 4 they come. It's Anarumo. It's St. Angelo. 0-2. Matt Dooney. The 96 of Hutchins and the 42 of Private up there riding out the top 5. 5 more times around, this time by as Anarumo has opened up the lead. Look at the battle for second heating up. Matt Dooney works the back bumper of the 10 of Eddie St. Angelo. But couldn't get it done that time.
What a birthday, huh?
Hey, what a race.
Good race.
Hutchison drove me clean. Good racing.
It was a good race.
That was excellent.
Good race.
Oh.
I think it's that Dale Earnhardt hat, not that 50 years old.
Well, maybe a little bit of both. I'll take whatever. Whoops.
Good job, Vinny. Good job.
Oh, it feels good. Should have shut it off.
What's too light? Anywho. You don't want like that. Okay.
Who said 50's old?
Here's your cane, Fred. Okay. You got your cane under control.
I got my cane. I'm all set, Mrs. B. How you doing? Can I hold my cane with the flag?
Well, ironic that he picks up a win here on the Old Timers Night. One of the true old timers, Vinny. Sheriff noticed tonight that the Superpowers team is here.
Well, it was good racing. The 96 car, he drove me clean. We really ran, I don't know, 10, 12 laps side by side. It was really racing. I mean, that's something we haven't seen here in a long time.
Damn straight, Vinny. When you go out, it's a tough night. The sportsman's had a real tough night. This is a hot night. Everybody's getting a little anxious. This is where the guys that have been around for a long time excel.
Well, I hope so. You know, I had a few years on Hutchison there. But he drove a good race. I got to say so much for him because he drove his heart out there. He didn't give me an inch, but he didn't hit me. I mean, that's racing.
With Eddie as your teammate, and now everybody keeps worrying about the big Superpowers team and the big deal tonight. Does this serve notice now?
No, we both started up in front. It was just the luck of the draw. We're still not right. We're getting better though.
You want to thank the sponsors?
Oh yes, we definitely want to thank Levesque's Tree Service, Jack's Auto Salvage, Baker Tractor of course, Interstate Diesel, Dale Shore Race Cars, American Paving. Without these guys, there's no way we could have a race car here today. Never mind in Victory Lane. Yeah, as soon as they're done here. Just stand over there. As soon as they're done here, then we'll do it for you.
Is this a clock picture or what?
Oh yes, yes.
We're gonna have to feed it somehow.
With the two cars.
I'm ready. Every time I ask you, how you doing?
Well, you best come down and ask that more often.
Of course, you're the only way when I ask you that.
God, I worked my ass off out there tonight, let me tell you. I'll get that ticket for you. You got a computer?
Yeah.
Okay, he's taking it on the disc.
All right.
I'll give you a disc so you can put it in your computer.
Oh, all right. Thanks, Vinny. This couple would like you to take a picture with their baby so that they can leave. We got to congratulate you, Vinny. Unbelievable. Oh, thank you. Unbelievable. Oh, look at the little one. How cute. Yeah, look at that little one.
Hi. Yeah. What's that? Oh, I think you're Joanne.
I think you might have went to the Joanne.
Go over there. They're going to get him.
We got time, right? No more racing.
No more racing. That's it.
They wouldn't let us do it. Seekonk Speedway, Francis voted it out. We have a guy here with one of them computerized cameras, and we're going to do a floppy disk, and Mr. Vendetti said we couldn't do it. I don't know why, but that was what he said.
Good job, old man.
I worked my butt off.
Yes, you did. You were in that one. That man was strong.
Where's
Ladies and gentlemen, give him a big round of applause. Your first repeat winner of the season for Vinny Inarumo. Taking the victory lap so he can see all his fans as he takes a lap around this 1/3 mile oval. Congratulations to the Joanne Inarumo Motorsports team for finishing 1-2. Eddie St. Angelo taking down the win. His teammate Vinny Inarumo taking down the win. And what a special win this is for Vinny. Tonight, he celebrates his 50th birthday. He won then too. So every 10 years, Vinny Inarumo visits Victory Lane, but that's not the only time he hits it, as this is win number 2 of the season. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, give him a big round of applause. And he is the younger of the two Super Team drivers. Vinny Inarumo taking down the win.
can do when there's a full moon hanging over you. Don't forget, next Saturday night, ProNyne presents the Twin 50 Lap Post-Stop feature events. We've got one driver who visit Victory Lane more than once in 1999. That happened to be Vinny Anarumo. Congratulations to Vinny. Congratulations to George Rigo, our Seekonk Sports Truck feature winner. Our apologies to the Formula 4s. Our apologies to the Street Stocks and to the Sportsman Division for not being able to get those feature events completed and tonight's racing activities. No time has been set yet for the remainder of the events. Check.
honest you do. Whoa, and oh, I know when you hold me. Whoa, whenever you kiss me. Honest you do.